So I love it when things from the real world like come into personal finance. Like the life lessons that we learn in life also apply to personal finance and vice versa. And that's kind of what this video is about. I kind of want to look at the phrase like it takes a long time to build a reputation, but a short time to destroy it, and how this actually has been happening a lot inside my trading. At the beginning of this year, I put aside $10,000. I said, I want to understand day trading. If I lose it in a week, that's going to be it. If I can extend it through the whole year, but I at least wanted to give it an honest go so I couldn't criticize it, right? We shouldn't be criticizing things we don't try. So I've been trying day trading, and I did a video with a Q1 update. I guess this is kind of a Q2 update, but there's more lessons to be learned than just day trading. And the lessons that I've learned in day trading have helped me with my wheel strategy, with my investing, pretty much everything. It's kind of amazing how it's a full picture. So even if you're not into day trading, kind of look at these lessons and learn them now before you have to learn them in some other way or fashion. Now, 4 months ago, I made a poll on YouTube, and this was pretty much after the first 3 months of trading. Guys, I got my ass kicked. All right, if I look at my chart, I've charted every single day. If we go through this, let's look. Guys, in the first 6 weeks, actually from January 3rd, the first trading day of the year, all the way pretty much until March. 3 months, I did not have a green week. I lost pretty much, I think, 7 grand in that first quarter. And the first thing here's the first lesson. I committed to 10 grand. It was money I knew I could lose. And at this time, I could have just given up. But the thing was, I was learning every single day. So the key is when you're learning something new, whether it's the wheel strategy or day trading or anything, investing, just because you have a little bit of downs, don't give up. Keep to your plan. And essentially what I learned in that first 3 months is that I was trying too hard. I was doing swing trades and day trades. I was trading multiple assets. Instead of just focusing down, niching down and starting small, I tried to do too much too soon. And what I did was on March, when I had this realization that I'm going to change my whole outlook, I had a small portfolio and I was trying to get $100 days, $200 days, I was looking around YouTube and I got FOMO. And I wasn't thinking about things and the percentages that they should be put in. And I'll put that video in the comments. I'll pin it. It's a really, really good video. But before that, I made a poll that says to be considered a good or a great day, swing, wheel, whatever, what should your yearly portfolio returns be? And we can see that 50% of the people with over 1,500 votes said between 9 and 19. And that's when I came up with this spreadsheet. It started on March 28th, and I said that I'm going to try and go for 0.2% every single day, which was only like $6 a day. And I couldn't believe that I was only going to be shooting for $6 a day on a $3,000 portfolio. This 0.2% would have led me all the way down into a 46% return for the year, or 35 post-tax. And guys, after I did that, I started nice and disciplined, and then I lost. These I think were a little bit of swing trades that I still had left over. But pretty much once I started in May, I had one bad day. I tried trading FMOC. Once again, I got away from my game plan. And since May 4th, I had nothing but green. Look at all these green days in a row. And I'm about to show you a major screw up. I had a really, really, really bad day. And people will say like, that's trading. It eventually caught up with you. And I really, at this time, I don't think that day trading is really luck. It's risk assessment. And when you have a proper risk assessment, you can be successful. The hard thing is, most people, including myself some days, I do not have any discipline. For me to think that it's luck, that would mean that for all these months, May, June, and into July, all of those days would have been luck. No, they weren't. They were days where I went for my $20, $30 every single day. I made 1 or 2 trades when I was profitable. I got up from my computer. I was able to walk away. Early in the year, all these days I was going up and then I was losing money back. I was trying to trade all day. I had to stick to a plan. And here's what I was saying when it takes a long time to build a reputation, but then you can lose that reputation in 1 second. Guys, I was making $800, $100, mostly $100 a week. 1, 2, 1. I would say I averaged about $100 a week. So over this course of 12 weeks or so, I made about $1,200. But let me show you, and this is where this video really comes in. I had green, 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 and this Friday, 7/29, which happened very, very recently, guys, I was frankly just ready to YOLO. I had a friend in town. we were both like, let's just go for it today. And I pretty much said to myself, I'm going to lose $1,000 or I'm going to get $1,000. And we're going to put this on the gram and we're going to do it for the memes. We'd been drinking, like all the things that I'd forgotten in the previous 3-4 months. And guys, at this time, I had $5,155 inside that account. And guys, that was already above my goal of 1,000. People ask me all the time, Brad, you had a goal of 1,400 for the whole year. When you got to 1,400, why didn't you just stop? And the fact of the matter is, trading is surviving till the next day. You have to learn about these terrible days to be successful in the long term. You can't just get lucky, right? I could have made $1,400 on the first day and been lucky and then stop and then went through the whole year and started again. Did I learn anything? No. So I said, if it's true, and this is really something I'm learning, even though I'm ahead of my goal, I should still be able to follow the same practices and be ahead. Guys, I lost $1,300. I pretty much lost all of this green, and I really felt defeated. And here's another lesson that I want to show you. On the following Monday, guys, and you can see I trade pretty much every single day. The following Monday, I said, cool off, Brad. You know, we are going to take this day and we are not going to trade. And I did not trade on August 1st. And then since then, I've gone back to my original ways. I've gone back to 20, 30, 14, getting a little bit of green and then moving on. If you are a trader, think more from percentages than dollar amounts, especially if you have a small portfolio. People on the gram tell me all the time, like, oh, great job, Ryan. You made $20. First off, you would never step over a $20 bill if you saw it on the sidewalk. And second off, yeah, because I'm working the percentage game more than I'm working, like, I don't need $1,000 today on a $3,000 portfolio. That's not sustainable. And in May, I tried something new. I tried trading futures, guys. I lost my first $1,000 in the first week. Boom. If you guys were inside my Discord, you know, like something I made a mistake, but I still lost $1,000 in the first week. I reloaded and I went from 500 all the way up to 16. I pretty much made half of my money back, but then you could see I had some big days. I lost 500. I lost another 500. These one blow up days that ruin all of this hard work and discipline throughout that time. So after I had lost again, just like I took last Monday off, I said, yeah, I'm just going to take a couple weeks off. I'm not going to look at futures, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to stick to my game plan. And ever since I did that, so I took off from pretty much the 1st of July all the way to the 22nd of July. And then since then, guys, I've been consistently green every single day. Today I only made $8.58. Who cares? I'm still green for the day. And I'm only down right now $1,000 on that futures account, which I did take money out. So this is not on the top of the 10,000 I started the year with. I moved some money over from the options account to be able to do this. So if we look at the big picture now, and this is where I'm at pretty much on August 9th, and I am going to continue to do this for the whole year. That's probably going to be it. I do not think I'm going to trade in 2023. Like I said, I'm doing this strictly for entertainment and education purposes only. So right now I am down $1,064 in my futures account. So I've put $2,000 in. So I put $2,000 in, I'm down $1,000. I pretty much have roughly $935. And actually I could show you that Trade of 8 account. Here is that whole account right here, $937. Trade of 8's great, guys, not sponsored, no affiliate links. If you want to trade futures, it's really the way to go. But this is kind of my futures account. We could see up here, $929. You could see some trades. I love it. And I'll post some screenshots on Webull where I like to day trade and do that, because Webull, frankly, is probably the best spot to do that. So if you want to try a Webull, I'll show you some screenshots. It's better on my app than on the desktop. Actually, they give better visuals. And then if we look over here, I'm at plus 945 since March. Since I changed my mindset, I'm up 1,000. And the crazy thing is, like, that's with that $1,300 loss. So I had chipped away and almost got back up to $2,300 profit, which even right now is a 30% gain on the year, pretty close to that $1,400. And that's another reason why I didn't beat myself up when I took that big loss. I said, okay, I'm still green. I can still get to my goal of $1,400 for the year when I get to December. And if I can do so, people would say I am a good/great trader if I could come in over 19% profit for the year. So that is still my goal. Between my futures account and between this, I am down $118, like I said, since March, since I stopped swing trading. Right now, I only day trade the QQQ, one asset, same with the futures, just QQQ. If I go back to this chart over here, the NQ, this is the QQQ or the NASDAQ. And then over here, I just look at the SPY, the ES, the S&P 500, just because they're somewhat correlated. So I only trade one asset. And that is really, really hard to do, especially when you see people raking with Tesla and things like that. If we look at the whole year now, the whole year of trading, guys, ever since the first, okay? I had all these reds in a row, then I had a couple greens, and I was feeling on top of the world. And this is kind of the Dunning-Kruger effect. This is about when I made that video. I went from red to green. I was like, I'm the greatest trader in the world. And then we had a couple more red. Once again, I didn't give up. I refocused. And then once again, once I tried to go, look at these big days. 400, 100, 80, 30. Essentially, I was losing huge on big days of losses, and I was gaining small. 400. There's pretty much been nothing really over 100. Actually, this 675, that was actually luck. I thought I closed the position. I didn't. I saw it later in the day. That was luck. I'm going to say right now that's 675. But most of these guys under $100. If it's over $100, that means there was a huge flush on one candle. Most of these are going to be scalps. I came in, got most of these done. So for the whole year now, including the swing trades early in the year, I'm still down 7K. All right, and I still have some time to, frankly, if I can get back to even minus 5K for the year, that's going to be a success, because I've learned, once again, so much from day trading about how to handle not only things in life with patience, having strategies, setups, discipline, being consistent, that it's worth $5,000 in education for me right now. But hey, maybe I'll continue to learn, continue to grow, and we'll see. I will do another update, probably not at the end of Q3 because we're pretty much there, but I'll let you know as we get to the end of the year. It's still down $7,000. I'm still okay. What I am focusing is not that I'm down $7,000. What I am focusing on is that I have established a strategy and an edge that works for me. And if I can avoid these big blow up days, then I should be okay. I've set hard stops. I've set daily loss limits to try and protect against this thing. I'm no longer trading when I'm drinking. I'm actually not really drinking anymore anyway, but I'm not trading anymore when I'm drinking. And I think at the end of the day, I am going to switch mostly over to futures. I did a video, options versus futures. You can check that video out right here if you want to know the difference. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.